It's time to keep track. Here are the final stats.
That leads us over to the Cage Curse Tracker.
Well, you guys are going to be shocked that our streak continues with no swear unless you count Krasnak or whatever he said.
Clacktiel.
No, I didn't hear that. So we are still sitting at 716 total curses for all of our movies.
Going to be sitting there for a while, I think.
Yeah. Makes my life easier.
Yeah, that's true. Vince's life as well. It's pretty easy throughout these.
Yeah, it's been pretty easy.
Though I would say there's a good chance that he is responsible for some deaths in the next movie.
Are we doing implied deaths now?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, can't really count him, but I would say he probably. Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. Spoilers for G-Force. Runtime, this was 88 minutes, mercifully. Real quick breakdown on this one. Didn't take me very long at all to write that. That was great. I always enjoy that. That's close to the bottom. It's actually tied with Willy's Wonderland. And Mom and Dad was only 86 minutes, too. It was funny.
Yeah.
But as of this was his second animated film after Christmas Carol, the movie, which was only 77 minutes. So, yeah, guess they're just going to go up in length from here. I'm guessing like Into the Spider-Verse, I think, was like almost 2 hours or
2 hours,
over 2 hours or something.
2 hours, I think.
Unfortunately, I feel like we can't really like devote it like a solid like every second of that breakdown. Like we can't break down every second of Into the Spider-Verse because Nick Cage is in it for like a minute. So.
Yeah.
I do want to break down that movie and spend a lot of time with it, but I feel like we could, like for a Nick Cage podcast, we can't really spend a ton of time on Into the Spider-Verse. But Nudity, we did have a we had to tick a box this time. One male ass. Lucas was fully naked, and we even talked about his penis for a second. Somehow, I did not expect any of these movies to have any nudity whatsoever, but here we are. And like I said, it's kind of hard to justify because we didn't count cartoon nudity before, but now we're in a cartoon. The whole movie is a cartoon, so I feel like we have to count it. So, anyways, we'll just move on from that. State and Country Tracker. This is in Las Vegas. We had a definite location. The burbs of Las Vegas, just like hell on earth. But that is our second time in Las Vegas, which we will be in Las Vegas a lot over the course of this show. But only the second time that we've been there so far with the Trust was the only other time. We have been to Nevada 3 times now because technically Willy's Wonderland was supposed to be in Nevada, even though it looked and felt like Georgia the entire time because it was actually filmed in Georgia.
Oh, those lush green forests in Nevada.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Maybe up in Reno or just outside of Reno. Budget versus gross. This was a $50 million budget with a $55.2 million gross. So technically made a profit, but definitely was a bomb. Huge loss for the studio, which folded as a result of this movie. Almost happened to DreamWorks on this on the Croods. Like they were on the brink. So that brings our grand total up to $1.572.5 billion budget, $589.4 billion gross. Again, it just feels like I'm just reading a phone number at this point. It doesn't even feel like real numbers. That must be how the bank account feels for like rich, like Elon Musk sitting there like I don't even know how much money I have. It's so much money. As far as our top grossing, this is actually fairly high up the list. We don't have a ton of monies. There are a ton of movies that made over $50 million. So this is like the 15th highest grossing film that we've done, which is pretty crazy. If that tells you anything about how much these animated films cost, that's pretty nuts that it was a huge loss, but it's still like our 15th highest grossing film. Ratings, this was our 6th PG film. That streak's going to continue pretty much throughout all of these until we get to Into the Spider-Verse. I think Teen Titans might also be like PG-13, but we'll see. And that leads us over to the Cage kill tracker.
So even though I disagree with Nigel, I'll concede and give you guys this. We'll say he killed one wasp. So
Hey, the bugs are people too.
yeah, I just think my interpretation is that he incapacitated the wasp. He didn't actually kill it, but I'll give you a
Maybe.
kill.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't know.
he killed one wasp, bringing us to a grand total of 202. And again, he survived. Man, he's had a really good streak of surviving in these movies. So we're still sitting at 14 over the entire.
Was it
amount of films we've done.
52? Yeah. I think we've done 49 features at this point because
Yeah, so
we don't count Industrial Symphony, Dark, or The Best of Times.
I
We're living in the best of times. You wish you would have died in that. Yeah.
yeah,
Wish everybody would have died.
yeah. So still sitting at 14.